Joseph McElhenney acquitted on 8 of 9 counts for the first time in over a year. He's experiencing freedom.
You know, it's kind of a surreal experience, but I'm glad to be going home.
Joseph McElhenney freed from the Rensselaer County Jail about an hour after learning he'd finally be going home.
Not guilty.
After 4 grueling days of deliberations, the jury acquitted the stay-at-home dad on 8 of 9 counts, including the murder of his 4-month-old daughter, Ina.
Having real food, going home and spending time with my wife, and, you know, jail is a lonely place.
Immediately following the verdict, McElhenney embraced his wife, Melinda, who remained by his side the entire time. She had harsh words for prosecutors.
We need to shine a light on child abuse, but not at the expense of tearing apart innocent families, and not with a blind eye toward the injustice that results from jumping to conclusions.
But Melinda's strong testimony in support of her husband did him justice in the eyes of jurors.
Hearing both Joe and Melinda McElhenney speak was highly influential on myself. I believe it also had an impact on a lot of the other jurors as well.
Still, it took the jury about 32 hours to come to a decision after a series of dramatic twists and turns, where they went from being very close at times to being very far apart. How about those videos? Did you guys watch those at all? How important were those?
We watched all of the videos several times. She never seemed to be in any discomfort, at least to me, any clear evidence that she was in pain or being mistreated.
Ultimately, the jury was hung on the final charge, endangering the welfare of a child. The judge declared a mistrial on that count, and now prosecutors must decide whether they'll retry him on that misdemeanor. But for now, the family attempts to move on with their lives.
For the last 16 months, these people's lives have been turned upside down. You know, can you imagine you haven't even buried your child, and you can't stop for 5 minutes to even grieve about it because you've had the threat of indictment hanging over your head from day one?
Well, I'm never coming back to a place like this again.
The parties will convene on Tuesday to decide if the prosecution will move forward on that last charge. But for now, Joe McElhenney is a free man. Reporting at the Rensselaer County Courthouse, Solomon Syed, YNN.